welcome to Project Recipe. Yes, it is the first Tuesday of the month, and so we have Project Recipe going on tonight. And tomorrow, I'll be headed to St. Simon's Island, Georgia, um, with 50 of our closest scrappy friends. For a retreat at Epworth by the Sea. Very exciting. We're going to have a great time. And thanks, Jacqueline. I'm glad you're here. So tonight we're going to be making a 2-page spread, and then I'm going to be packing my car, packing my suitcase, and we will have an in the feed. Hi, Deb. We will have an in the feed drawing tonight. So hang out. And don't forget to comment if you'd like to be entered. Hi, Lori. We missed you last night. So let's see. What am I doing? Yes, I'm doing this. Okay, well, thought I was doing that. Okay, so we are having an in the feed drawing tonight. So you do need to present at the end to win. All you have to do to be entered is to like this live stream and to comment. Just say hi, tell us where you're from, anything. It's just the little bots over at StreamYard. Look for those things and then enter you into the drawing. And if we get 20 entries, which means that we've had 20 people do those things, then I'll draw for two $10 gift certificates. So make sure your scrappy friends get on here and that they give us a shout in the chat too. There is a deal going on right now at creativememories.com that you will not want to miss, and that is free shipping is going on right now on orders over $80. And so that'll ship right to your home. And that is until March 10th, which is Friday at noon Central Time. So 1 p.m. Eastern is the cutoff if you need help with that. But don't wait till then. See, like that's just a nice little buffer for those of us in the Eastern time zone. So just think noon. And then if you're late, you're still on time if you're in the Eastern time zone. So, and Vicki, if you're watching in California, it's a little earlier. It's a little earlier for you. So, yeah, so don't miss out on free shipping. And there will be a new product launch this Friday. But don't you hate how they do that to us? So they're not going to tell us what the new products launching are on Monday until 1 p.m. until after the sale ends, until 12 noon. So you can't wait until you see what's new. If you want to take advantage of that free shipping, you're going to have to do it before you see what's launching Monday. They know how to get us. Virtual crop is this weekend. So those of you that are attending in St. Simon's, you will have a dedicated time to be working on those sketches. And for those of you who aren't attending St. Simon's, this is your way to sort of connect and play. It's not a Zoom crop or a virtual crop in the sense that we see each other. This is a virtual crop put on by the Creative Memories home office. They release the sketches, and then you complete the sketches, and then you're entered to win some of the some Creative Memory supplies. And I like to piggyback on top of that. So if you tag Daytona area scrapbooking, and don't worry, I'll make a post when they release the sketches so that you remember. But if you tag Daytona area scrapbooking, in addition to getting all the love from everybody in the virtual crop group that sees your page, and everyone's so sweet, and they give lots of love to each other in there on the pages, then you'll be entered to win one of the new small pods, which are sold out at Creative Memories, but I saved one aside just for this purpose. So all you have to do is post your pages in the virtual crop group and then tag Daytona Area Scrapbooking. You can do a hashtag or you can do at Daytona Area Scrapbooking and it'll tag the page. Either one of those would be great. The second one would be preferable. Okay, so next Tuesday after the retreat, there'll be a tool time with Tara. The pod, Jacqueline, it's I hope that's what you mean because that's what I'm about to show. It's one of the new storage components, and so if it's what size is it? Quick little measuring here. It's like 8 by 7, and it's just a new small pod. So it's a great little size for your little tools, maybe your pens, your tape runners, all that good stuff. Anything that will fit an 8 by 7. So tool time with Tara, and you have not just the weekend to complete those sketches. You have all the way until midnight Tuesday. So I'll do a tool time with Tara, and like I did last month, because I think it worked out really great, is I did the sketches for tool time. Not just one of the sketches for the virtual crop, I did it on tool time. So if you don't have time this weekend and you want to scrap along with me next Tuesday for tool time with Tara, then you can do a sketch with me then. Okay, so for you local ladies, there's a mini card class Thursday, March 23rd, 2 p.m., Cherry Hill Ice Cream Cafe. We did a page class last time. So this is a mini card class. So you're going to make 2 cards, and then this includes, you get to pick ice cream, coffee, or water. So that's to have a treat and then pick a gift. So you can pick the all-purpose scissors, a dual tip black pen. So you get a gift, you get a treat, you make 2 cards, we hang out. It's lots of fun. I believe there's still space left in that. Registration is over 50% full for our Go Gray in May, and that will be raising money for Cannonballs for Cane Foundation. You can find out more about them if you're not familiar with the foundation, the local foundation, at cannonballs.org. My virtual event for National Scrapbook Day, all that information is up on my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com. It's virtual, so you can be anywhere you want and still participate with us, and it's going to be great fun. We always have challenges. I give away over $250 in prizes. There's a Going Gone gazebo. If you're already in my monthly card subscription, card kit subscription, you can just add on the event itself for $14.99. So all the options are on my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com. Along with this fun event, and some of you were signing up this weekend, I posted the link this weekend on Facebook, and I am going to get out an email in the next before the next launch, whenever we learn what the new products are. So the Sizzling Summer Crop is the end of July, and then Scrapapalooza, that one is mid to end August. And I'm almost to 100 subscribers on YouTube. So we're slowly getting there. So thank you. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can watch on YouTube or Facebook. I think everyone watching tonight is on Facebook, but I do simulcast to YouTube and Facebook. So if you have friends, your scrappy friends that don't have Facebook, and they feel like they're missing out on some of the fun, tell them to watch on YouTube. All right, now don't forget, those of you that are joined in late, make sure you comment, because that is how you will be entered into the drawing. And it is an in the feed drawing tonight. So far, we've got a few entries in there. So make sure that you've commented so that you get entered. And like the post. That would be wonderful. Thank you. Okay. And I just said all that. And if we get 20 entries, at least 20 entries, then I will go ahead and do two. I will draw for two $10 gift certificates. So, oh, good to have you here, Diane. So, if you're just watching and you haven't commented, go ahead and comment, and that way you will be entered. That's how the bot sees you. There's just one of me, so I can't write down who's here. I need the help of the bots. Okay, let's get rid of this. Whew. Um, I've been getting ready for St. Simon's retreat, so I'm a little disheveled, I noticed here. But what else is new? All aboard the Hot Mess Express, ready. Connected to. Okay, hopefully that's better, although there might be an echo. Take care of that. Whew. Oh, good, Nancy. Welcome. Okay, so we are doing the Cue the Blue project recipe, but as usual, if you are not new here, then you know that I rarely use the paper featured because I like to show it. Like when you print this out, you can see it the way the designers, um, made it for Cue the Blue. I like to show you that you can collect these little babies and use them with any paper pack that you're working in. And so what we're going to do is you've got your project recipe overview, that's the layout, and then over here you have your cutting guide. And so we're going to cut all of our papers first, and then we're going to lay them out. It should be super fast, super fun, all the things we like. Now, I haven't picked out yet which paper I'm going to use. I did decide to use Serene Waters. It is still available. This kit came out this summer in June. It's beautiful. It's great for ocean, lake. And as if you've watched before, for project recipe, I like to do a 2-page spread from a past retreat. And so I am working my way through the years. This weekend at St. Simon's, I will be celebrating it is a celebration, but it will be my 60th retreat that I've hosted. And so yeah, so I have a lot of catching up to do. So I do a 2-page spread every month, and in a couple of years, I'll get. I'm different than all of you. Don't think that I have my stuff together here. Okay, now what I like to do before I like to see if any of them call for a reverse. So this page I need a reverse, this page I need a reverse. And so I need to kind of peek at the make sure the reverse kind of goes. Sometimes the paper flows really nice. Don't mind the barking dogs in the background. It's my mom's dog. And sometimes they just are a little wild. So I like the water. Lots of fun especially because I'm doing scrapbooking cruise photos. Now I like this color, but I feel like I want to use this for the paper that doesn't use a reverse, because this has those little border strips in the paper that you cut up. It's a cut apart, and I don't want those to be the reverse. However, since you cut them 2 inches apart, and these are 2 inches apart, That could really make things interesting. I'm going to keep it simple, but that could keep it interesting. Okay, so I like that. That flows. And I do like this water. I think that's going to be better maybe than that. Okay. So thanks for bearing with me while I picked out my papers from Serene Waters. Welcome to my brain. Do we like that? Do we like the way those fall? Well, we're gonna see. Now, I've yet to really have a situation where I hated my project recipe. And that, I think, is really shows how awesome the designers at Creative Memories are, because all of the papers, even across packs, like I happen to be using 3 pieces from the same pack, but sometimes I use 3 different. Let me see. Let me make sure that you all can see. I might be able to go up a little higher. Okay. Good. The project recipe is right in the middle of what I need to do. All right. So I'm going to start with the first one. We already decided it was going to be this. Now, if I look, it says punch border, and that's going to be the punches down the side, the new wispy chain. And so I'm going to go with the grain, if you know what I mean. I think you do for that. So that is the first thing I'm going to do is punch 3 border punches. Okay. Let me move these white pieces off to the side so that they stay nice and pretty. So border maker cartridge, this slides in, cartridge is locked and loaded. These are different sizes. They're going to match up to these little notches on the front so that you don't make a mistake. You can't. It's brilliant. So this little thing flips out from the bottom, and then we're going to slide in, and that's going to flip around to the back. There's a notch on the front, and this lines up with the notches here, spaced evenly on the tool. And so we're just going to punch and slide. Now, sometimes, see, I kind of had to move it off. Sometimes the way see how this has this little wispy do, because it's a wispy paint, so it has a wispy do. Sometimes when you're coming down the line, it'll snag under there. So I like to make sure that it's free, that it's not stuck on it before I proceed. Now, the reason why I was at a loss for words really quickly is because I noticed this punch poop, and I think you all know I have an affinity for punch poop, because look at this. This is some really fun. These are some fun designs. I really like them. Could be like wave, could be like skateboard brand. I don't know. Oh, last time we had like I forget which one it was, that looked kind of like a vase. Which one was that? This could be like a column. Well, it's not tool time, Tara. Stop playing with the punch poop. But anyway, I do get distracted. I like, this is the first time I'm punching with this border maker cartridge, and so I get excited when I see usable things. All right, so we need to do 3 of these. Someone keep me on task. Let's try to go this way. See, I didn't get hung up on that first little thing that time. I do find that some border maker cartridges, like to go one direction better than the others? Well, that's a good question. If it was cardstock, Faith, thank you, then you would be able to see it better because they do go, it's like a trophy, but it needs to be out of cardstock because out of the designer paper, the sides are different. So when you match up the flat sides, it's the two different colors. Um, but I love it as a trophy. That would be so fun. My wheels are turning now. So I'm gonna try from the bottom up because I didn't get hung up on that first punch. Okay. All right, we got 3 of those. Clear the punch poop. And all right, now we can carry on. So I like to load the paper in the Border Maker cartridge the way I did. So you can see the punches were off the left side of the paper. Now, as long as you're keeping track, it's fine. I'm going to flip it around because there is like a little bit of an uneven edge. But you see there's like a little bit that you're not going to use. And that's so there's just going to be a tiny bit. So you won't end up with a piece that isn't square. All right, so we got 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 6. Okay. So I'm going to come in from the other side so that this piece is what's left at the end. So I'm going to go 4 1/4. And my favorite trimmer in the world. And 4 1/4 again. And so that leaves this little piece. So now the little jaggedy edge I had, it doesn't matter. All right. So 4 1/4, 4 1/4. Now we're going to flip out our little arm to cut to 6. And we are all set with that piece. All right, now this piece, super easy. Same with this piece. It's just 2-inch strips. So some of the project recipes are just so easy. Now, I am going to cut with this grain because this really doesn't matter. But I feel like when I do the reverse of this one, it is going to matter. So I'm going to go ahead and you can tell I check both sides because I have made that mistake far too many times in my scrappy lifetime than I care to admit. Where I have accidentally cut the wrong way and wish I didn't. We're going to cut this whole sheet, and we're going to cut the next whole sheet. Let's check. All right, so the question is, do we want to go with the colors? I kind of think we do. I do. I like, I took wood shop in middle school, and I like to cut with the green. All right. And if you're hopping on, don't forget to say hi in the comments so that you are entered into the in the feed drawing. that is the way you get entered. Now, if you want this project recipe and you forgot to sign up for this event on my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com, you'll want to jump out of this right now, unless you're making it with me. If you're making it with me, then don't jump out. But if you're not making it with me, go ahead and jump out and RSVP, because when you RSVP through my website, you will get an email confirmation thanking you for signing up, and it'll have a link to the PDF of this. So that's the only way to get this. Okay, well, that's easy. We're done. Now, we did that. I'm just reading the directions quickly because it says for I-O, all of these, gently fold the corners of one end together and cut at an angle from the folded. Oh, that's cute way to make the banner. Okay, so we sometimes have a hard time. Wait. I don't get it. Fold them together. Gently fold the corners of one end together and cut at an angle from the folded side to the corners to create banner. I don't know. I don't understand what they mean. So I'm just gonna. Do they mean? I've never heard it done that way. I actually brought my cheater over here. Now if this isn't reason enough to buy the next secret box, I don't know. Now this isn't in the secret box, but this was a past secret box, and it does the magic for you. So if it's okay, I think I may just cheat and use that. And that'll also be my little plug to not miss out on secret boxes. Okay, so I need to do how many? 1, 2, okay. 3 of these, 3 of the blue, and 2 of those. I don't remember what's what. So 2 of those, 3 of these, and I'm going to use my, but you can easily just do it as a scissor. I mean, that's what we did before this special tool came out. But it was in a secret box, so you couldn't buy it except for if you got the secret box. So I'm sad if you missed out on it. I'm sad for you. Especially if you struggle with making those. Because it's very easy to do that. Okay, so I've got the 3 and the 2. And we're going to use reverse sides of things and whatnot. Okay, I think it's time to stick this down. I think it's time to build. Now I'm building on my 13 by 13 cutting mat. That way, if I need to do a custom cutting system, I am ready. I am ready to go. Okay, so let's see. So you can see here, it kind of carries, the theme carries through. So the first one, so we might have to play with what we like. Oh, so these are going on the right side. Bear with me. And they are kind of evenly spaced. I did the wrong one. Just 2 of them are reversed. I'm just looking at the pictures here. As long as they match up, it doesn't matter. Okay, so then one of these, I'm going to all right, so they are evenly spaced, and I'm working on the left side, so they are going edge to edge. Then we're going to get the orange piece. Let's see. Oh, I see. It's one of those. Okay. Mm. All right, I'm just kind of laying these out, making sure. Oh, tricky. So this pattern doesn't match up. So let me see if there are any that do. And if not, it's not going to be the end of the world. This kind of matches up the best. So I'm going to have these be friends across the middle. Okay. Crisis averted-ish. All right, so that's going to go like that. And then these are going to weave here. Down this side. These kind of reminded me of, what were those? Barrel of Monkeys. Do they remind anyone else of that? You know the Barrel of Monkeys we used to have when we were little, that where you hook their tails? Was that a game? I just remember the barrel and the monkeys. Is that all it did? I can't remember if there was a game that went with it. If you had to connect them. Lori, do you remember what you had to do with them? Was it a game? I don't know if I ever owned owned a bucket of monkeys, or if I just played with them in other people's houses. But that doesn't seem that hard. Is it just because they were really slippery and fell out, and children were playing it, not adults? Okay, so that is the game. All right, well, these come attached, the wispy chain. And Lori, you got this in your card kit, right? Because Lori won free Border Maker cartridges in the even month of the year. And the National Scrapbook Day one launched in February as well, on Monday the 27th. So you get that one too, the little citrus slice one. So that's fun. But yes, very bright for cruise. Oh, so good news. I know y'all have been waiting to see when the next Scrapbook Cruise, when I will be hosting that, because the last Scrapbook Cruise was my 14th. That's how Memory Maniacs, actually the name of my retreat name, that's where that came from, because that was just for the Scrapbook Cruises, because people thought we were crazy for scrapbooking on cruises. And so we just decided to own it. And okay, so we did this with another one that had the little hooks. And so we can kind of tuck them behind and forward like this. Wait. And that's what the design, the project recipe design is guiding us to do. And I like it. I wasn't sure if I'd like it. Oh, nice, Faith. So, yes. So I'm talking, I'm reading, I'm not paying attention to what adhesive I pick up. That is um, it's something that happens when you're trying to multitask while scrapbooking. Ugh, maybe we'll tuck that part behind. Can that be a behind? Okay, good. Yeah. So it looks. Oh goodness. Always. It just never fails. Where is my mini pod with some repositional tape? You see how I like to have them? I have them like open laying around and just see if I don't have another one open. Okay, I don't. All right. Thankfully, they're easy enough to change. As everyone is waiting to hear, what is the scrapbook cruise? So we will be doing it as we have in the past in January. It won't be January 24 because as far as that seems away, it's kind of close. Because it's already March. Where's this year going already? And when we cruise in January, usually the final payment is due in October. So it just I don't know, it felt kind of close. So we are going in January 2025. So that will give everybody plenty of time to get their work schedules and whatever aligned. It's kind of crazy how they have you do it. You have to communicate with like 100 different Royal Caribbean people before you get it set up. So that is something that I hope to have set up honestly by next week. This week, maybe. And so I hope there obviously it will be limited capacity, but it's going to be a great time. And it will be a 5-night out of Port Canaveral. And what else can I tell you? It'll be kind of in the middle of the week. And I did this with people like Lori in mind because what I'm looking at is a Monday through Saturday. And so then if people need to travel in from out of town, like many of our scrap cruising friends do, they can travel in on one weekend and travel home on the other weekend. So those of you that are local, it's easy for you. And the weekend I am looking at, don't quote me, don't put in for time off in 2025 yet, would be Martin Luther King Day weekend. So yeah, I'm excited. Very excited. All right. Well, this is looking a little busy, but there's a lot going on. I maybe would have liked maybe this piece down here, but we're going to keep rolling. And we're going to, because a lot of times when I notice the layouts like look a little busy crazy to me, it's because they don't have the pictures on them yet. And once we get the photos, and wait till you see these photos, I don't know what. Well, actually, I saw a picture of me from this cruise, And I thought, oh boy, I looked exhausted. And the pictures I took were strange. It's either that or the pictures when I picked the pictures to print, I was tired. They are a random assortment. Okay, so I can see my sketch, but you can't see my sketch. Um, I don't have the itinerary of that date memorized, but I know it's 5 nights, and I know it's out of Port Canaveral. That is all I remember for sure. But I will get all of that information to everyone as soon as I have it. So I haven't trimmed off these edges yet. You might have noticed. I'm just matching these up and doing the best that I can here to match them. Okay, so that's how those are going to look. And we can do this a couple different ways. And I am going to attach these ones that don't require to be cut first. And take a little zap off of this. And I'm not really stressed that much about the length of them. I like the way line these pages. Now the print, isn't exact, but it's close enough. And so I'm going to just be happy with that. Okay. Oh, you're back. Great, Jen. I didn't know you left. Okay. You haven't missed much. All right. It's bright. It's tropical. It's a perfect page for a scrapbook cruise. Actually, you did miss a little bit, Jen, because you missed the part where I said we'll be scrapbooking at sea. Oh, so sorry, Jen. That's not good. Okay. That's it. So now all that's left to do is to cut the pictures. And these measurements down here are not of the papers. They have quarters. And then up here, there's a 4x5, a 4x5, and a 4x5. However, you'll notice this spot is a good spot for a landscape. And because I don't take all of my pictures, we've discussed before how definitely photos have changed because of the cell phone, right? You hold it up and down. And so you'll see a lot of the layouts are up and down. So what's really, I told you, these are the funniest group of pictures. So it was Corley's birthday on the cruise. So we have that. That one's going to go up here. So I've got the cruise ship, and this was on the Majesty of the Seas. And then I've got sunset. I've got birthday. It's a really funny mix of of course I have all stuff piled on top of each other. Um, and so this was our crew that year. All right. So what did I say? 4 by 5 3/4. So we just need to take a 1/4 inch off. That's perfect. This was back when they did a midnight buffet, which they really don't. Okay, one thing, cruising in the post-COVID era, they don't do the little papers anymore in your room. It's all in the app, and so that kind of is good and bad. It's great, like we're so used to having things at our fingertips, but if you're not wanting to be connected at sea, it's kind of nice to not have your phone with you every second of the day. And so I was kind of lost. My mom was definitely lost without the paper. All right. And then this one is a 4 by 5. We're going to take an inch off this one. So I'm just going to, this little arm is a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to kind of go out twice to that edge. And then this goes here. However, now that I'm looking at it against this one, I think I kind of want to make it 4 by 4 so that it matches that edge. So I want to keep the watermelon fish intact. So I'm going to go like that. And I need some tape over here. Okay, so those 4 are down. I do need a journaling box. And I need, so I like this. It's not anchors, but it's like wavy and okay. Now you have the Queen of Beans backward. I've got, so if you have something that you're like, oh, what am I going to use that on? Like this will not go with this. Why can't I use it backward? Well, the answer to that is I can, and I will. Don't forget that the back side of things is sometimes white. And so if you're not going to use something, if it's just not your style or whatever, you've used the things out of a package that you like, and now you're left with stuff that you're not sure about. I needed a little journal box, and now I have one. And then I have some stickers from, well, what do I have in this package? This is just a hodgepodge of things. Oh, well, this orange adventure will look very cute with the orange. Let's see. I thought this was all serene. Apparently, this is a hodgepodge of things. Do you have little packages like this? I tricked myself. I grabbed it and I thought it was these. Let's see. Do any of these work? Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink in the wild air. That's cute. This little, we'll definitely use that. Roam far, wander wide. Well, that's white. The cure for anything is salt water, sweat, tears, or the sea. That's a good one too. Oh, I think I'm gonna do the Ralph Waldo Emerson quote, and then I'll use this little adventure over here somehow. Nothing, and then I can add the date. All right. What's great about these little cutouts on the end is that they, if they're not that they're like embellishments, but it just like adds a little bit of interest to that page. This over here is a little bit going on. It's a little, but I like it. Usually I use more pictures than this, but we did 14 scrapbook cruise, so at some point we tried to mix it up, and so this is good. We celebrate each other's birthday on the cruise, Corley's birthday. We got a sunset. We got fun buffet, which doesn't exist anymore. And then I got the name of the ship in there, Majesty of the Seas, and that was a small ship. That was back when we were cruising on the small ships. Okay, well that's it, and it's 5 of 8. Oh well, good, Deb. I'm glad you decided to say aloha just in the nick of time to get entered to the into the drawing. Okay, so let's see. I hope you enjoyed that project recipe. I can't. You could probably. Um. Now, all right. Well, let's see who our winner is. Now, as a reminder, if you missed the beginning and you missed the announcements, you're going to want to go back and look at those because we've got some really fun upcoming dates. 2-day drops in July and August are now, and then Go Gray in May is also available to register. That is over half full, and we're going to blink, and May is going to be here. If you're going to St. Simon's, I will see you tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, and I'm very excited. So as soon as I get off here, I will be packing the car and packing the suitcase. Have I done that yet? No, I have not. Okay, let's do our drawing. And let's see who our lucky winner is. Drum roll, please. Who will it be? Congratulations. Can order, or you can use it this weekend, whatever you like. You'll have options. We'll discuss when I see you this weekend. So congratulations, Jen. And thank you all for joining me tonight. And many of you, I know I will see you in the next few days. And if I won't see you in St. Simon's, hopefully I'll see you on Tool Time with Sarah on Tuesday and with the virtual crop. So look for on Friday, look for a post with the new products, look for a post with virtual crop information. And until I see you all again, stay scrappy, my friends. Bye-bye. Thanks so much.